Hi, this is Nikki Terry Style. In today's video, we're going to take a look back at the best thrift finds of 2020. All right, so 2020. I know making a best of 2020 video might seem like a cruel joke, okay? This year sucked, and it sucked in big, serious ways for a lot of people. And if you are not in a celebratory place, I totally get it. But yeah, if you're game for it, I wanted to share what my favorite finds of 2020 were, and I'm gonna go over those and do some clips of some of the thrifting experiences throughout this year. So okay, let's get into it. Here's my best of 2020. This year was really big for me to thrift shoes. I actually made a whole video about thrifting for specific styles of shoes that you're looking for. Normally I have trouble finding, but this year was like really good in that department. Just locked eyes with some shoes across the row. I got these docks on Facebook. I got these for $80. These are shoes that I also have owned before, just like the docks that I just got. So it's like going back in time with my shoes right now. But I really wanted these high top Vans in black. Ended up finding these Steve Madden boots for $15. I also got these chocolate brown boots, which I was looking for. I love the look of the tall boot with a long skirt or a dress over that. I got them for $19 and they are like very new condition. But I have to say, I think my best shoe find of the year was actually these cowboy boots that I got at Unique Thrift for $10. I didn't even know I needed these. I was thrifting for something else. I think it was during my Halloween decor hunt, and found this pair of boots and I was like, I don't not need them. Okay, there's always a couple of things on my thrift list that I just have to scan for really quick while I'm in a big store. So one of them is hats, and look at this cowboy hat I found. This is like really nice. They only want $5.49 for it. It's not gonna work for me, although I did find cowboy boots. Yeah, I'm getting those though. And yeah, since picking these up, I've just found so many more fun ways to style my outfits, and did not even know like how much I would enjoy styling something like this. So best find of 2020 in the shoe department. And to make it more interesting, I paired it with some pleather leggings and cowboy boots. So instead of your typical like knee-high riding boot, I suggest mixing it up with some fun footwear that makes you feel more stylish. I found a few really great handbags this year, and I'm so lucky because in my area, the Goodwills in particular get really good donations, and the one right down the street from where I live, they get designer handbags all the time. So I thrifted a Coach bag, I thrifted a Ralph Lauren tote bag that I had been wanting for a couple of years and paid I think $10 for. And yeah, I've been getting a lot of use out of those. But you might be surprised that my favorite handbag find is this little $6 Chanel knockoff that I got at my favorite thrift store, the Innova Thrift. This little bag is $6. It's David's Palm Beach, little vintage leather Chanel lookalike. Obviously, it's so cute. I gotta get that. $6. I just have gotten so much use out of this. I think it's adorable. I have never been one who enjoyed like the chain straps, but having something, an over the shoulder, what am I trying to say? A crossbody bag like this is just so handy, and I've gotten so much use out of it in a year where a handbag is often like the last thing you even really need. I have gotten a lot of use out of this bag, and I got it for $6 at my favorite thrift store. So I think most of us are experiencing like a revival of denim in our wardrobes, and not only has it become more popular, but also the styles of jeans that we're looking for have been changing a lot. So I was like really trying to revamp a lot of my denim selection. I went ahead and purchased some things from Madewell, and then also looked to thrift as much as I could. And my favorite pair of jeans probably won't shock you, because these were like a unicorn, like thrifting bucket list item for me, that I have been looking to find vintage Jordache, and I found like my perfect pair of mom jeans, vintage Jordache, plus size, and I got them out of the bins, so they probably cost me like 50 cents ultimately. Oh my God. Okay. I am about to get very dramatic with this next item. I've been holding out for the Jordache thrift of my life, and I actually found it. Like, and they're the jeans. So I reach into the bin and I am just like, holy cow, I can't believe this is really happening. And then they have the little label on this side is still intact. These are like the perfect mom jean, and I actually don't own any mom jeans yet, so I'm really glad to add this to my denim collection. And like, just look at the mom butt on that. Like, so I know I'm being dramatic, but you honestly can't know how much this, if we're being honest, this hideous pair of jeans means to me. Thank you, Goodwill bins. So these are gonna be #1 on my denim list. I was so thrilled to take home with me. So I think a lot of you guys already watched my Queen City series from this past October, where I got to spend 2 full days thrifting in Charlotte, North Carolina, and I had so much fun. There were amazing finds there, and making the videos afterward was like the best part of this whole year, honestly. I loved doing that series and hope to do it again next year in some way. It's the Queen City Thrift Series.
2 days, 8 thrift stores, 1 trip to the bins, and a $200 budget. This thrifter is on the hunt for vintage and one-of-a-kind items.
Very first thing, we're hitting the Goodwill outlet, aka the bins.
I saw the vest you tried on.
Oh, yeah, I'm
Oh my gosh, that's so good.
Yeah.
That's a really good find.
What about this?
Oh my god, you have to get that. I would be so mad if you didn't.
Seriously.
It's probably too small for me, but
No, it's perfect.
Oh my god.
Please.
There's my bag in the back. I think it was like 17.5 pounds. We're gonna check out Community Thrift. We are at Value Village, Value Village. That's what we used to say when I was a kid. Because you know how you say like Target to make Target sound very bougie? Well, we would say like Value Village for the same reason, make it sound French ass thrift store. Only find that matters. You can't thrift all day if you don't start in the morning.
rainbow blazer. $7.80. This is a size 16. Might fit me. So just wear it in my living room? Who is she? Like, who donated all of these little numbers? $3.50 for this one. It's a 1X. Like, kind of have to, right? Go to the women's blouses. I'm nervous because I already have like nearly a full cart of stuff. This is gonna be a big one. I can't even count how many racks of women's tops there are, but there's a lot. I've made it through one side and I live here now. Like, I'm moving into Charlotte, like in this thrift store, because it's just so incredible. Okay, that's crazy.
On that trip, I found a lot of really great vintage items, including some great vintage sweaters. So I'm gonna share two of my favorites with you now. This one I've already got a lot of wear out of. I just love all the detail on it, the puff sleeves. It's just beyond adorable. I can't believe something like this would end up in the bins, considering all of these styles are coming back around and on trend this year. And on that same trip to the bins, like many of you, I've been feeling the 90s style coming back and have been love styling up looks with a 90s flair to them, especially when I can find true vintage 90s clothing. One of the things I kept my eye out for every time I thrifted were 90s style dresses.
I also found this little Madewell dress, which is just flannel and like plaid, but classically fall.
This is a little vintage 90s floral dress. And I put it over a t-shirt just to style it a little. Pretty excited about this dress. This is something that I would wear in the springtime, I think, maybe even in the winter, layered up.
Okay, I found this amazing vintage plus size romper.
I couldn't decide between these two, but these two are probably my best of the year. This Kathie Lee button-down dress, I just think it's so wearable and versatile. If it had pockets, I probably would never take it off. All different kinds of boots and shoes go with it, and it's so 90s with the little daisy print on it. I love this one.
This one though, I love. I'm getting this for sure. It's a Kathie Lee dress, but it's so 90s with this like little daisy pattern. And I'm totally gonna wear this with my docs and just go into the 90s all the way.
Hey, Bill, I'm in the mood for a switch up. I hit the function, hit the rose till I hiccup. I hit the stage and leave with money that's a stick up. She picture perfect, so I told him I'm a flick up.
And I was floored when I found this vintage 90s contempo casual sunflower dress at my favorite thrift store. I've already got a lot of wear out of this, wearing it different ways, wearing it with combat boots and just feeling like Claire Danes in the 90s. I love this one.
Oh my god, this 90s contempo casual dress. Wow. Cool.
This is honestly so good. I could be a cast member on My So-Called Life in the 90s. Yes. This year has been all about digging back into my personal style, and it's been really fun. And I think that getting t-shirts mixed into the mix is like one way to really kind of express some of your personality. it can be. So on my trip to Charlotte, I lucked out and found a pocket of tons and tons of graphic tees that had been donated by some company nearby. So they were like new condition that had been donated, and they were all $1 each.
This is like really creepy actually. Like that one doesn't even have her head. What is going on? Oh my god, I actually love that. Bitch, no. Don't wait to buy real estate. Buy real estate and wait. What? Oh, look, it's a little quirky. Yes. I just spent probably 30 minutes digging through all the t-shirts. So I have probably like 20 t-shirts to show you and decide from. Again, they're only $1 each. I want to look up what this means. If it's just like a random one-off sweatshirt, I kind of want it. Same with this. I need to look up what this means. I wish this was bigger, so it's pretty small, so I can't get it. This one I'm getting for a friend. It's like an inside joke because we love Star Trek. This is so cute, and like I want it for Christmas time, but like if I only wear it once a year, I don't know. I have to look up what this means too. I don't know. I did find a corgi Christmas. Absolutely, yes. I love this movie so much. I'm getting this for my cousin / best friend. I think I really want to get this. Okay, just have to say I spent a minute Googling like all the shirts I didn't understand, and I feel really silly because a bunch of them are like huge iconic pop culture things that I was like, oh, like I'm aware of them, but I'm not like so familiar that I got the t-shirt reference. So I'm yeah, it's a little embarrassing maybe, but it's also kind of funny, so just gonna laugh at myself. Feel free to laugh at me. I don't know things.
And now I'll show you what I think are my two favorites that I've gotten a lot of wear out of since. The Queer Eye t-shirt. I love me some Fab Five. And the Noki Gucci ripoff t-shirt. This t-shirt makes me so happy, having my little Gucci moment, and I layered it under the satin bomber jacket from the bins. Yeah, I think just layered up with gold jewelry, a little shoulder bag. It is a moment. Yay, I love me some Fab Five. I got my Queer Eye t-shirt. I think Tan would be proud because I did a little French tuck, put on my leather jacket, and then a pop of color with my beanie here. So if you watched my thrift fails video, or if you just paid attention throughout the videos this year, you probably noticed that it was a big year for skirt fails for me. And I had a lot of skirts that came home with me that didn't end up fitting well once I got them on. So despite that, I did find a couple of really amazing ones that I have got a lot of wear out of, and I think will become long-term staple pieces in my wardrobe. My favorite or top pick has to be the leather skirt.
This is 100% genuine leather mini skirt. It's actually like knee length, but and I can't believe they didn't grab it and mark it up, and it has pockets. I'm gonna try this for sure.
This leather skirt, I am so excited. It's 100% leather, it's a knee length, and it fits me like a dream. Like, it's perfect. And it has pockets. So it's 100% leather, but it wasn't marked up at all, which is kind of unlike Goodwill. They love to, you know, pick out the best stuff and charge you for it. But it wasn't marked up at all, so I got it for like $6.99. I gotta pick this one because it's just a classic in so many ways, and I know it's gonna stay in my closet for a really long time. And how can you ever get like a leather skirt with pockets like this? It's so perfect. Already wore it a bunch. It's gonna stick around for a long time. And I paid about $6 for it. Ooh, let's talk about one of the coolest things I found this year, the coat.
And we have a winner for the best find of the day. Look at this coat. Vintage. Wow. It is $40 as is, but I can't see what the as is part is. Like something's wrong with it, I suppose. Gorgeous. I have to try it on. Okay, I have to get this, right? Oh my god. Wow. Okay, it gets better because this coat has Goldie B embroidered in it. I'm in love with it. Oh my god.
Now this is what you want to see. As far as I can tell, this was sold as is just because of a little bit of spotting on the inside on the liner. You can see that. Goldie B. Thank you, Goldie. When that went up on Instagram, my Instagram blew up with people talking about this coat with me because it was really an incredible find. And I think so many people were watching it and just going like, you have to get the coat, like don't leave that behind. So they were like, oh, I was so relieved when you got that coat. I loved that moment because for me, I'm used to being on the other side of it and watching thrifters on YouTube. And this was my moment where I knew people were like engaged and watching me thrifting and wanting to know what I had gotten and stuff like that. So it was really fun. Let's talk about my favorite thrifting experience of the year. And there were some really incredibly fun moments. But okay, if I have to pick one, I'm gonna say that my favorite thrift of the year was when I found the vintage Holy Grail. I'm not exaggerating. This was the best vintage haul of my entire life. This Goodwill was magic.
I'm seeing a lot of vintage gems coming up. Oh my gosh.
Honestly, did not know what to do with myself.
I'm dying right now. This store just keeps on giving.
All leading up to the luxury designer item that I thrifted for only $2. Do you believe in magic? You're going to when you see what I thrifted.
A good day for a thrift.
And now I'd love to share with you some of my favorite styled looks for 2020.
could do a top designer find. I was so fortunate to find a number of designer pieces for super cheap. There was the Diane von Furstenberg piece I found in the bins. And I only showed you guys briefly in another video, but I did thrift a pair of Ferragamos at my local Goodwill for 20 bucks. That was pretty incredible. And then of course we all remember the $2 Burberry skirt that I found. I could not believe it. I pulled this one out because I like the pleating on it, and that's so on trend. It's adorable, and it's kind of this super dark navy. And then I saw the little gold button on the waist, and I thought that was cute. And then I saw the logo on the gold button, and I thought, what is that? And then I looked on the inside of the label, and you can see my reaction in the store because I couldn't believe that I was looking at a Burberry skirt. Okay, this is a Burberry skirt. It's Burberry's in Italy. It's not the Burberry of London, but this is a luxury brand skirt that I thrifted for $2. It actually fits me. It sits like as a nice like high-waisted pleated skirt. I don't know what the story is. Like, how did this end up in a small town like rural Virginia, Goodwill? Who is she? Like, where did this come from? I guess I don't care because I own Burberry now. Like, I thrifted Burberry. That is too cool. Yeah, I think it's gonna be really fun to style. And who doesn't love a navy skirt? And like, I thrifted Burberry. Like, how did this happen? How did this entire thrift trip happen? It was magic. It was truly magic. But for me this year, I don't know what it was, but I started to really appreciate a number of like department store level designers because of their really amazing quality vintage pieces that are easy to find in thrift stores. So you know I love me Liz Claiborne. She's probably my top for this year. I also got super into Ralph Lauren and Leslie Faye. We stan Leslie Faye. And also let me know what your personal favorite moments of this year were if you got a chance to go thrifting. I feel so lucky that I was able to do all of this thrifting this year as well as starting this channel. I know not everyone has that opportunity, and I'm so thankful to you for being part of it and supporting the channel. So thanks again. I'll look forward to seeing you all next year. Have a really happy new year and happy holidays.